to another edition of This Weekend in Sports. Unfiltered sports talk. With your host, Randy Salinas.
Welcome to another edition of This Weekend in Sports. I am your host, Randy Salinas. And as we always say, cheers, lads. We're going to be talking about a couple sports events going on this weekend. I am personally excited about starting Friday. Lomachenko, I'm sure I'm butchering that. Lomachenko will be headlining an ESPN boxing fight night, or whatever they're calling it, Friday night. If you're not familiar with him, I'm pretty sure soon you will be. He's going to be associated with Triple G's, with the Canelos of the world. This guy is just a technician, a tactical technician with his work. The way his technique is second to none. I love watching him fight. I remember Joe Rogan talking about how his dad had him take Ukrainian dancing for a couple of years before he actually let him get into boxing, which would explain his awesome feet work, or his footwork. And that is this Friday night. And then Saturday, we got the NBA playoffs. NBA playoffs finally happening. Oh, man, oh, man. Number one, you got the Raptors in the East, number one overall. But I personally feel like the championship, no matter what, is still going to run through Golden State. I mean, I feel they're running on what, the fourth championship maybe? Potentially fourth championship. They know what it takes. It reminds me a lot with the Spurs where they're in cruise control, not a lot of worry about the regular season as long as you maintain that rhythm. But when the playoffs start, they know when to turn that switch on. But that should be exciting. And the first playoffs without LeBron. What's going on there, man? It's weird because LeBron's considered probably the best player in the league, the best player on the planet, and he is not part of these playoffs. It's going to be weird to see it, weird to watch, especially he's been a part of the finals more times than not these past couple of years. And we had that whole situation with Magic Johnson stepping down. So who knows what's going on there in Los Angeles. But the playoffs with or without LeBron, this year without, are starting Saturday. UFC going on this Saturday. Max Holloway, the blessed one, headlining this card versus Dustin Poirier. Man, those guys, it's going to be a hell of a brawl. I feel Max Holloway, top 5 in anybody's pound for pound list. If you don't have him in your top 5, then you don't know what you're talking about. You really don't. Max Holloway. Well, a lot of people can make comments about, Dustin and Max, they both lost to Conor. Listen, man, that was early in their career. They've evolved. In the fight game, fighters evolve, man. They get better. And right now, Max Holloway is just so fun to watch. I saw that last fight against Brian Ortega. T-City was on a roll. He's on a winning streak. And Max Holloway made it a brawl. He was taunting him, welcoming that brawling style. And I'm sure it's on YouTube for free, but watch that fight and you'll see why I'm so fucking ecstatic to watch Max Holloway. And underlining that card, the undercard, headline, underlining, I don't know. You got Kelvin Gastelum versus the Style Bender. Style Bender just fought not too long ago against Anderson Silva. It reminded me of that meme of the Spider-Man cartoon where they're pointing at each other. Essentially because his style, or the way he fights, reminds a lot of people of Anderson Silva because he's just so slick and he's so fucking fun to watch. And he's gonna go against Kelvin Gastelum, who I feel is could put you to sleep at any given moment. He's not a genetic freak, a physical specimen. Although I just saw a picture of him that got released where he looks like he's putting in that work. Borderline might call Jeff Nowinski USADA. No, I'm just kidding. But he's looking the part, man. But prior to that, he looks like your everyday guy. No supplement enhancements. Or he just looks like your average Joe who puts in that work. You want the Ultimate Fighter. Look, man, if you like underdogs, Kelvin Gastelum is the ultimate underdog. He was picked last in the Ultimate Fighter. And he won the whole fucking thing. And he's one of those Mexican warriors that will brawl it out and put you to sleep. And he's going against a Stylebender, who is this new age type of fighter. What this UFC kind of what it's evolved to as far as styles go. It should be an interesting fight, man. Nonetheless, and I'm interested in watching that, man. I'm all these hiccups. Too many beers tonight. Fuck me. But that is what is going on this weekend in sports. So I recommend you guys tune into that, check it out, and enjoy yourself. Have a cold one. Cheers, lads.